When I first wanted to, I knew I needed to get more active on social media, but I always, I don't know if some of you guys are the same, but I just hated posting. I just felt weird posting.
Whenever I come into rooms like this, my intention is to share something that will help you make a check. A lot of sub-2 financing is how I'm doing most of my deals, and they're paying me finder's fees, which are the same as, sometimes even more than a commission. And it's because
I think too, to like piggyback off of that, like finding your niche, or niche, how would you say that? And sticking with that, not trying to go out of your niche. Like if you are, you know, not of the generation of social media, don't try to be the TikTok person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Try to get, you know, and if you are the TikTok person, don't try to go to like, you know, we're gonna do the baby boomers that are moving out of their house to try to get, you know, more space or something, or less space for the grandkids and everything like that. Like try to stick in your niche and see how that blossoms, and you know, try to do that.
Yeah. When I first wanted to, I knew I needed to get more active on social media, but I always, I don't know if some of you guys are the same, but I just hated posting. I just felt weird posting. I'm like, this is kind of, I cringe myself out when I post something. But
I get used to it after a while. Or you just don't watch yourself.
Exactly.
I don't watch my stuff. I just let it run.
It's absolutely finding your niche and something that's actually fun for you to do. What's something you're not seeing? Be that thing. So.
Well, and be authentic too.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's huge. Is you know, for me, what I'm seeing is it's taking more conversations and having those conversations over and over and over again. And you know, what we saw in 22 and 23, I get my years confused, but when the market was really booming, you could cast a really wide net and you're going to catch something. Now you can't do that. Yeah, you just got to show up. Now you can't do that. You really have to go deep, which means staying, you know, within your sphere, within your database, which I harp on all the time in my coaching. You've got to work with the people that are in that database and grow them. And it takes more conversations. And to your point, you have to talk to them about things. I'm primarily a listing agent, so of course none of my clients want to move because they've got the 2% interest rate. That's fine, but that means that, you know, your 8-year-old's going to be 17 by the time, you know, the interest rate is back where you want it to be, and you can add that second floor. So is it about your lifestyle or is it about the interest rate? What's the most important thing to you? So again, I think for me, it's just having conversations over and over and sticking within my sphere, staying within my lane, and developing those relationships.
And you've developed your coaching. That's become really big too.
Yes. Yeah, no, definitely working with a lot of agents on that same principle, helping them because they want to try all of these different things and not stay consistent with that. They want to try something for a couple months, it doesn't work. Oh, I didn't go viral the first time I posted. No, most people don't. You've got to find your thing and be consistent. So.
And I also find too that like with an agent sits there and gets busy and all they're doing is busy work. They're doing a buyer guide, a seller guide, and all this stuff, and you're like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
When all you have to do is go to a title company, find your buddies at the title company who do really good marketing, or your own brokerage. Why are you bothering to spend all this time on busy work when somebody else has already done it?
It's anything but make phone calls.
Right. Well, I will admit, we all hate making phone calls.
And then I can say, because I see this in coaching all the time, I'm like, why, like, I didn't get this done because I was at this class, and I was at this class, and I was like, okay, but do you have a VA buyer that you need to go to 3 different VA mortgage classes to learn about? Like, and the answer is usually no.
Yeah.
So
there's one question I've got as far as coaching. I'm a data nerd, and when during the process of putting together the protest class, there's some appraisal districts around here that allow you to download all their data. And I was working on another presentation just this past week, and I thought it would be really neat to see how many homesteads there are, say, in Dallas County. And so I found out about 360,000 homesteads. 160,000 of them have the over 65 exemption. What does that say? 160,000 homes in Dallas County alone. How many of those will be turning over in the next 10 to 15 years.
That's huge. Yeah.
If you're targeting something, I would not want to make phone calls either, but if I was specifically targeting a group
Yeah.
or a segment, knowing this is the spiel that I'm giving, boy, I'd go after it, and that to me was shocking.
Yeah.
Well, that's
How
good to
many
know.
over
That's a big number,
65s
yeah.
there are
Yeah.
in Dallas.
Well, we have this lovely little product that we've just started to use and try to figure out. It's taken me a little time, and I'm gonna throw it at Lindsay, have her help kind of figure it out too soon.
One more job.
It's called Title Pro 247, and what it'll do is if we put in the right zip codes and the areas and all that, we can find those soon-to-be empty nesters, those soon-to-be people that are turning over, as well as the higher interest rate. Some of it, the data you have to pay for, but a lot of it is just the basic list are free, and you can do cold calls, you can do emails, or just send out flyers. Send out flyers, send out postcards, all of that. So that's what we've and I've worked with something like this before, and it's very helpful, especially now for lenders, because there is a mortgage aspect of it that we can pull that and find that. So, yeah.
What are you seeing?
Yeah. What are you seeing?
So I appreciate the segue you just gave and the both of you gave, because whenever I come into rooms like this, my intention is to share something that will help you make a check in the next 60 days or less. So did you hear what he just said? What niche is he talking about that we should all be learning right now?
Downsizers and
And probates.
Oh, yes.
So if you don't already call on probates, anybody ever call expireds in this room or for sale by owners?
Oh yeah.
Don't look.
Not one. Okay. So what's the reason why you don't want to call? Because they heard from 50 people, they're going to cuss you out, all these things, right?
Yeah, don't call them the day they expire because 500 people call them.
So
That doesn't work.
I don't like getting yelled at on the phone.
Yeah.
to the doctor's point, if you're calling probates, if you're getting a list of people who passed away, Arab affidavits here, and you're offering a service, hey, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Do you have anyone that's evaluated the property so that you can decide whether it's better to keep it, rent it, or whatever's best for your family? Has anyone given you that service for free yet? Is that a very different phone call than, hey, your listing just expired?
Yes.
And how many people do you think are calling them? Not many. So this is a really good source right now for people who are looking for motivated listings. And what was the other thing he touched on? What do people not have right now if they're selling? Equity. A lot of people in our area don't have equity in their homes. How are you going to sell a home for less than what it's worth? Right? Do any of you have relationships with the sub-2 community or creative financing? That's the first thing I would do if I were you. A lot of sub-2 financing is how I'm doing most of my deals, and they're paying me finder's fees, which are the same as, sometimes even more than a commission. And it's because what they're looking for is that 2% rate, that 3% rate. And, maybe you're people, they really want to move. The daughter just went to college in North Carolina. They want to go see her play volleyball, but they don't want to lose their 2% rate, right? The sub-2 financer is going to give them the price that they want. You're going to make a fee. They get to move. You're a hero because no other agent in this market can do that for them.